Wanted to do a video explaining why Andrew Yang is the best candidate for entrepreneurs and real estate agents. So there's a statistic in real estate that's often not discussed where 80 to 90% of new agents are not able to renew their license after 2 years. This is partly because they don't get enough clients, they don't get enough business to really make it worth it for them to continue to pay those licensing fees. And so being able to receive $1,000 a month, they would be able to use that money to help pay for advertising, to help pay their realtor fees, to help pay their rent or their mortgage in between deals. Entrepreneurs that are starting a new business, they could use that money to help pay their bills if their business is getting off to a slow start. Let's go ahead and watch Andrew Yang explain the benefits of universal basic income himself.
Hello, I'm Andrew Yang and I'm running for president as a Democrat in 2020. I'm not a politician, I'm a problem solver. I spent the last number of years helping to create thousands of American jobs in the Midwest and the South. And I'm running for president to help solve the problems that got Donald Trump elected in 2016. Namely that we'd automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs. And what we did to the manufacturing jobs, we're about to do to the retail jobs, the call center jobs, the fast food jobs, the truck driving jobs, and on through the economy. And I'm running for president to help America transition through this time. My flagship proposal is the freedom dividend of $1,000 a month for every American adult starting at age 18. This would create millions of jobs, make our children and families stronger, and give all Americans a better chance to transition in the economy of the 21st century. It's not left, it's not right, it's forward.
Okay, so I wanted to analyze a few things that he said. So for one, and let's go ahead and we're just gonna get on his website right now. For one, he said that families would be stronger. Marital difficulties are often exacerbated by financial problems. Couples often fight about money. So this is going to help keep more parents together. He highlights this in his books. It's going to help keep more parents together. More kids are being raised in two-family homes. It's going to make the economy stronger. Let's go ahead and read some of his main ideas with the freedom dividend. So he's saying in here that people are going to continue to be laid off with automation. It's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. He's saying that our current policies are not able to handle this right now. So he wants to help lead this transition. So as people are continually laid off, they're not going to be able to buy groceries. They're not going to be spending money in their communities. They're not going to be able to buy homes. That will affect realtors. It's going to affect lenders. It's going to affect title companies. They're not going to be able to save for education. So if they are fired, they're going to have a hard time finding or being able to afford training for new jobs that are being created. It also highlights that they'll be able to start families with confidence. Having kids, that's extremely expensive, and a lot of people, if they don't have a decent economic outlook, they're going to be afraid to do that. Okay, a few things right here, some of the benefits of UBI or Universal Basic Income. Saying that welfare programs take away benefits when recipients find work. So that is in a way disincentive for people to actually get out and work. So, and some people might say, oh, that doesn't happen. No, I can tell you right now it happens. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but there are individuals that want to stay receiving welfare for as long as possible. So UBI, all adults get it regardless of their employment status. Highlights that this is going to be bargaining power for workers, and so they aren't going to be as likely to work in horrible working conditions if they have a base income. Again, UBI is not meant to completely support people, but it's meant to be a supplement. It's meant to help people that are already working to be able to make ends meet better and to help create a smoother middle class in the United States. Okay, right here, this is what I've been highlighting. It increases entrepreneurship. Okay, provides basic needs in the early lean days of a company, and it can act as a safety net if the business fails. Right now, if someone starts a business, they quit their job, there's no safety net. They can get absolutely destroyed economically if their business doesn't do well. For people that want to stay in their jobs, that don't want to start businesses, that already have their needs met, they can invest it. They can buy stock in Amazon or Google or Facebook, or whatever company they want to, McDonald's. People can still use that money to further their economic situation, even if they don't want to start a business. Right here, here's a statistic from the Roosevelt Institute saying that it would create 4.6 million jobs and grow the economy by 12%. So that's a substantial amount. Highlights that people make smarter decisions when they have a basic amount of income. People will be less likely to fall for payday loans and those types of businesses. People will better be able to care for older or sick relatives or children. And then again, what I said with marriage. Okay, again, how much it's going to grow the economy by. Some people say no, but universal basic income would for sure cause inflation. Here's a statistic, or here's some information highlighting how it won't. So really what causes inflation is printing way more money. The government was able to print out $4 trillion in the bailouts around the 2008 crash, and that didn't completely make inflation out of control. And so he's saying that UBI, it's using money that's mainly in the economy already, and so because of that, there's going to be very little supply of money that's going into the economy. It's going to be the same money, so that's really not going to lead to inflation. It will definitely lead to people better able to meet their needs, but it's not necessarily going to lead to inflation. There's the question, why would you give basic income to the rich? Okay, entrepreneurs, they are probably more willing to understand this. There won't be a stigma for accepting government money. Right now, there's definitely a stigma against accepting government money. And then it also, right here, removes the incentive for anyone to remain within certain income brackets to receive benefits. Everyone gets that money regardless. If you cut it off and say people that make over $100,000, they're not going to receive the freedom dividend anymore. So let's say someone at their job, they're making $96,000. They're receiving the freedom dividend. All of a sudden they get a promotion and they're at 105. Now they are making less than before. 96 add 12, like they were going to be making roughly 108,000 per year. If that's the way it works, once they get over that, now they're making less. And so not putting a cutoff of when people receive it, it's going to still incentivize people to work hard. Wealthy people are going to still like the system because they benefit from it. They can use that money for just gifts for their wife or kids or for investments. Like, people will feel united. There won't be hostility with it. And then he highlights like the idea of retraining people that lose their jobs. How likely is it to retrain a 50-year-old truck driver without a college degree and help him learn technology and computers? The jobs that are being created through mass layoff and automation, they are not going to be jobs that most of those people who were working are going to be able to do. It's extremely hard to retrain them. They're going to be jobs that people in their 20s and 30s that have backgrounds in technology are taking, and they're not going to be in the same cities and towns. Okay, so there's some main ideas. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, like it, share it. The freedom dividend is something that could potentially change the country for the better. There's other candidates that I also think are okay, that I think are good, but Andrew Yang is someone who deserves a lot of recognition, a lot of credit. His books, Smart People Should Build Things and The War on Normal People, are excellent. He did a lot of research. It was well thought out when he wrote it. He's a bright guy who I support for president. And entrepreneurs and real estate professionals, businessmen, businesswomen, for the sake of stability in the future with the economy, they should support Andrew Yang. Look, if millions of people are laid off, even if you're not laid off, even if you're a tech worker, who is going to consume the goods in your community that are going to keep those businesses floating? This is somewhat Keynesian economics. You need money flowing through the economy. You need a consumer class. If our consumer class doesn't have any money, it's going to negatively impact everyone, even those who still keep their jobs. Okay, thanks for watching. subscribe.